Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Okay, this week's episode is an episode we've been preparing for a month or over a month. And our guest has been very, very busy, especially during this dengue season. And one of her assignments is to prepare, I think, 400,000 kits for 400,000 classrooms, or thereabouts the number, all over the country of these dengue kits, and to help reduce the number of cases in the country. And of course, we're talking about none other than the NCR Director of the Department of Science and Technology, Ms. Teresita C. Fortuna, who really does a lot of things within the DOST beyond the NCR scope, and that is why her time has been so difficult. So without further ado, let's focus on Ms. Fortuna, whom I visited just a few days ago, early in the morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock, nasa opisina na, and preparing for a meeting at that early hour of the morning, and we had a brief discussion where she told me about some of the programs. But before we go into the details, let me introduce Ms. Teresita Fortuna. Kamusta ho kayo? How have you been able to cope with the heavy workload?
Wala kang choice eh. Once you join government, you really have to do your best para kung ano man, you leave something maganda para sa bayan.
Okay. How long have you been with DOST, and when did you assume the responsibility for the entire region of NCR?
Actually, I've been with DOST for the last 26 years.
Career talaga. Was this your first entry?
No, I joined UP Los Baños before. I was in UP for 8 years.
So agriculture kayo?
Yes, okay. I'm a plant physiologist by profession. And then I also joined the private sector, and then later I joined DOST, and hindi na ako nakaalis sa DOST because
26 is practically half your life.
Yes.
And but let's move fast because our time is short. How's the dengue program, the anti-dengue program?
We are now in the rolling out. We are done with the field testing, and of course we started with development in the laboratory. At medyo successful naman kami. And last year we had our field testing in Marikina and Quezon City, and it is also positive. And we also made some experimental or rolling out in Region 8, and it turned out also to be positive. So this time na tumataas nga yung dengue cases, the Secretary would like us to partner with DepEd.
Okay.
Of course, not only DepEd, lagi naman namin kasama ang DOH and
Department of Health.
Yes. Kailangan namin sila, especially in the training of our DepEd teachers. So they'll be joining us. And this time, we want to penetrate all the schools nationwide. We're targeting about 435-something classrooms. So, lahat yun.
So, 435,000?
Yes.
1,000.
Sorry, yes, 435,000. So, we're talking of producing more than 1 million OL trap.
OL? What does that mean, OL?
Ovicidal, larvicidal.
Ovicidal and larvicidal. Okay. Pamatay
trap.
ng itlog at pamatay nung pupa o yung larvae.
Actually, it's not parang pamatay, but it's more of an attractant.
Okay.
Attractant. And then later, pag na-trap mo siya...
Is it a chemical that the public can do themselves?
No, no.
So it
I suggest not.
Okay, kasi may lasa
Although it's
yan.
an organic solution at hindi naman siya makakamatay, no?
Hindi makakamatay.
Kung sakali man. It attracts the mosquito.
Okay.
Then we trap
What
it.
about if it attracts mosquitoes, does it attract cockroaches and others?
No.
Only mosquitoes
At
talaga?
least sa aming study, ang nakikita lang naman namin dun sa OL trap, talagang larva ng mosquito. So,
Okay,
yun lang.
okay. And I think GNN has been playing your materials, video materials on the anti-dengue campaign. So
Yes.
even before you stepped on the
Yes.
studio, in the studios, we have already been playing it for the past weeks. Ano?
Yes, we get very positive result and support from the media. Kasama natin lagi yung halos lahat ng pwede naming matap na tao sa media, pinapatulong. And we find them really very supportive.
Aside from schools, what are the other strategic areas na dapat pinapractice itong ano?
Kasi ang tinitingnan natin dito, kaya yung school medyo nagkaroon ng decision, mas marami ang time ng mga bata doon sa school kumpara doon sa nasa bahay. And not only the schools, but actually we started the rolling out of this OL trap sa barangay level. Medyo dinadamihan lang namin dito sa schools. We can flood the schools and have this in all classrooms nationwide, then siguro mas maganda. We get better results.
How many barangays do we have in the country? 70, 80,000 or over 100,000 na? But it's still malaki din yan. Napakarami.
Pero hindi pa namin na-penetrate ang lahat ng barangay. Yun lang medyo hotspots areas na in-identify ng DOH.
Itong kits ba na to, mabibili ng, let's say, private individuals who want also to have this?
For now, meron lang, hindi pa nga siya nag-start, but we assume na mag-start na yung magpo-produce, magko-commercialize.
Okay.
From,
Is it DOST or a
right
private company?
now, it is DOST,
DOST.
no? Pero meron ng adapter tayo na private sector.
Adapter, okay. So you call him an adapter. Is it a standard relationship you have with different groups na may adapters kayong dinidevelop?
Hindi naman.
Okay. Because I see some of the products behind us, and these are all assisted projects ng DOST.
Yes, yes.
So hindi lang lamok ang pinag-uusapan
Hindi,
dito,
no.
ang dami, no?
Actually, lamok is only, siguro wala pa sa mga 10% ng trabaho natin sa DOST.
Anong mandate ng DOST as a whole? Kasi we only read the science and technology. But of course, both of these have impact in terms of livelihood, the economy, and so on. So, and how is the mandate of DOST stated?
Hindi ko sa ulado, no? Pero it's more on, we should act as we should lead parang central direction for science and technology all over the country. And if we talk of science and technology, this is a multi-sectoral type of agency, no? Sabi ko nga, pag sinabing DOH, it's health sector. Sinabing DA, it's agriculture sector. But if you join DOST, it's almost all sectors.
All fields.
All fields.
You have applications in energy, in agriculture, in food, health, and so on.
Kaya ang napakahalaga sa amin yung linkage namin sa ating mga kasamahan sa government, no? We link with DA, we link with DepEd, we link with DOH. Kasi yung sector namin kasama lahat halos from textile to food to energy to environmental concerns.
Speaking of textile, when I visited the DOST facilities sa Bicutan, I heard about the experiment you're doing on the use of the water hyacinth, water lily for textile. Kasi I have experienced with the water hyacinth, and recently tayo may problema dyan, di ba? Talagang hindi na makaandar yung mga bangka and so on sa kapal ng what's the update on this hyacinth project ninyo? Di ba may one thing that attracted my imagination was yung floating grinder para sa water lily.
Actually, there's an integrated approach na ilo-launch ng PSHERD. Isa sa
What's PSHERD? I could not figure out the C. Ano ba yung Philippine Center?
Philippine Council
Council
for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technologies, no? That deals with research and development. So anything na medyo industry related, pasok din yun sa PSHERD.
So ano mga projects sa PSHERD? Yung mga bioreactor to convert market waste into soil conditioner. Is that part of PSHERD or that's separate naman?
It can be. You
It
take
can
that
be.
as part of the industry.
Okay.
Medyo, ang mandate ng PSHERD medyo malawak din.
Malawak talaga. Well, I've been jumping from one subject to the other, yung pumapasok sa isip ko whenever I think of DOST. But let me get it from you. How would you approach, you also deal with inventors, and I think this September you have awards or...
Yeah, we have the Regional Inventions Contest and Exhibit. Ito
Regional, NCR
this is
lang?
regional,
NCR.
NCR.
NCR, okay.
But next year we'll have the National Inventions Contest.
Okay.
No? So, and the regional inventions is the qualifying rounds, no? So hindi ka, you cannot join the national level not unless you are a regional winner.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the regional contests are also broken down into the regular regions, 14 regions, no?
Actually,
How many na tayo ngayon?
it's 17, no, including
17.
ARM, no?
That's right. Okay.
So we have our own inventions contest, and we all meet in the national contest. So tingnan kung sino magiging winner.
Give me 3 outstanding inventions that we've had in the past years.
Hindi ko siya ma-recall. You know why? This is only the second year
Second year
that we
lang.
are handling the regional inventions contest.
Okay.
Kasi in the past, it's being handled by TAPI, Technology Application Promotion.
Okay.
Institute.
But TAPI is under DOST.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Kanila yan eh. But later, they gave it to the regions to
Okay.
handle the regional inventions contest.
Okay. What's the difference?
But if you're interested, we have a list.
Yeah.
And it's in the net, it's in the website. You
It's
can
a
download
website.
it. Yeah.
What's the website address again?
ncr@dost.gov.ph.
Okay. Okay. ncr.dost.gov.ph.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So let's discuss some of the assistance you've given to different product categories, product types. Ano mga highlights dyan? Which one would you like to highlight for the public to see kung anong nagagawa ng DOST?
Actually, we have the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. At we've been promoting this for many years na, no? And we find this very successful program of DOST. The idea really is to help MSMEs, no?
Medium and small scale enterprises.
Yes. To help them improve their products to become, sabi nga, globally competitive in terms of quality of products, in terms of increasing productivity. So, if they're interested to improve their quality, product quality.
I can see some of the products from Dilis Packaging. Yung Dilis ba sa packaging yun, ang assistance yun?
Yes,
Sa
packaging.
packaging, because that's really one of the problems.
But packaging is not that simple. You have to do
I
some
know.
labeling, nutritional labeling.
And also, safety and,
Yes,
for example, sardinas. Lagi kong sinasabi, ang mahal-mahal ng tin can. Is there a substitute already for the tin can?
Meron kami tinulungan. I remember many years back in Zamboanga area. I think it's the Mega Sardines. May pouch na sila eh.
Pouch na.
May
oo.
pouch na.
So, na-re-retort yan. Meaning,
yes,
pasteurized ba? Ano?
And not
it's
only
cheaper.
that,
It's
parang
cheap.
we also have bottled sardines.
Bottled, no. Bottled is more traditional. And it's not also cheap. But the pouches would probably be cheaper, no?
Probably. And it's lighter.
Lighter.
Tsaka
And,
medyo. Pero hindi ko siya masyado nakikita sa market. The DOST developed it for Mega Sardines. I remember that was many years ago.
And with urban life getting so hectic, travel time getting so long, people don't like to cook. So kung may mga pouches, in fact, I see some of the ready-to-eat meals na halo-halo na, may rice and so on.
So mga convenience style na tayo kasi everybody is so busy.
So busy,
Na,
struggling to stay alive.
Yes.
And let's see, so I've seen some of your products involving coffee. So what about planting side or growing side? You also assist?
It's being handled by Picard, another council
So
of
this is
DOST.
different from PICHARD.
Picard, yes.
So Picard, what does Picard mean?
Philippine Council for Agriculture, Resource, Research and Development.
Okay. Yeah.
Kasama dyan ng, sa ngayon kasama na rin ang Picamard, yung aqua.
Okay.
Aquaculture.
And speaking about aquaculture, I just started my own little first step towards experimenting to grow chlorella. I
Okay.
take chlorella pills maraming mga nutritional values, tapos detoxifying and so on. So sabi ko, I have 2 huge aquarium, ang mahal na mag-maintain. Sabi ko, namatay na yung mga isda. Sabi ko, I'll convert it into growing algae or chlorella. Baka meron kayong assistant sa ganyan.
We can ask Picomart.
Oo.
We can ask
Picomart? Ano?
Picomart.
How does that go again?
Philippine Council for Aquamarine
Aha.
and something on resources. Something on aqua.
Okay, sige. Baka
Medyo
marine
mahahaba itong mga
agriculture.
acronyms na to, but I have this, no? If you're really interested, we
Sige.
can...
Because the chlorella tablets are so expensive, no? But it's really just grown as algae are grown. And so napakaraming potential. And is that the reason why you say in your theme this year ng DOST, Siyensya ang Pag-asa?
Yes, yes.
And how far have we gone in inculcating the science values?
If you read the lines of the secretary, lagi niyang sinasabi yung local technology works.
Okay.
So parang he's pressuring everybody to go into locally made inventions, technology na makakatulong sa tao. Kaya nga itong issue ng oil trap is, imagine, no? For only 15 pesos.
Okay.
Tapos
15 pesos lang pala yun.
Tapos yung pellets is only 1 peso and 50 centavos.
I know there's a cup, no? Then there's the lawanit.
Yes.
Then the oil fluid, you call it, or solution.
It's actually the pellets
Oo.
mixed with 250 ml of water.
Yun lang yung
Put it
pellets.
there and then
May dala ba tayong sample dito?
nakakalimutan ko yatang
okay.
magpadala
Sige,
eh.
sige.
Pero pwede kitang padala, no?
Oo.
And
Padala nyo yung crew namin dito, mga 100 kits para...
lagi kami nagpapadala, kaya lang ang requirement ko lagi is do not give anyone a oil trap sample not unless they undergo training.
Okay.
Kasi may may very crucial doon yung after the 6th day, you have to throw the solution in the dry areas.
6 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because otherwise, sa halip na makatulong, magiging breeding area yun eh.
Dahil mag-a-attract sila.
Yeah.
Oo.
And then, yung bisa niya na wawala. So, yung larva niya baka ma-develop into another...
So pwedeng mabuhay
Pero we
ulit
are
yung
very
larva.
successful naman kasi ang dali-dali lang. Even if you read the procedure, i-dispose mo yun after the 6th day.
Okay.
Wala naman kaming kaso na may problema kasi napaka-simple noong nakasama na brochure. Easy to understand.
Well, I fully support the idea of using domestic and local technology.
Kasi mura lang siya.
Oo.
Mura lang siya.
And marami namang binebenta galing sa labas, papasok dito. Very simple din lang ang technology, pero binabayaran pa natin na napakamahal. So we're going to take our break, and then the second part, we'll have more details about the different programs and paano ang publiko makakapag-avail ng mga tulong at serbisyo ng DOST. So let's take our break right now. And we'll be back with Ms. Fortuna. Okay, you're back with us with Ms. Teresita C. Fortuna, NCR Director of the Department of Science and Technology. And when we were off the air, Ms. Fortuna was explaining to me the program of the new secretary, new although 1.5 years na, no?
Yeah.
But still new. And mukhang mayroong bago at special na iniisip si secretary ng DOST, Secretary Montoya. Is that
Montejo.
Montejo. Okay, I'm sorry. So, Tess, please
Actually,
give us an idea. Yeah.
Binanggit ko lang sa iyo kanina yung kasing dating setup. Dati yan, 6 lang yung priority areas namin, priority sectors. We have food, we have furniture, metals and engineering, we have horticulture, gifts, toys, and also marine and aquatic resources. Nung dumating si Secretary, dinagdag niya yung electronics, pharmaceuticals, at saka yung ICT. And dati kasi ang setup natin, we can only assist equipment. Ang amount niya is only 1 million. Nung dumating siya, ginawa niyang 2 million, no? Parang assistance to the industry. And natutuwa kami kasi this time, we included na the electronic sector and the ICT and pharmaceuticals.
So, it's been included, but do we have an initial, let's say, project in the electronics? Ang isang nasa isip ko kasi, no, that people can think about, electronics people outside, no, and the future in lighting, home lighting, office lighting, mapapalitan ng fluorescent. It's going to be LED.
Yeah,
Light emitting diodes. Dahil yung 40 watt na fluorescent can be replaced by just 3 watt ng LED. But that would be an exciting project sana if Filipinos can do that.
And right now kasi sa energy audit namin, natatouch namin yun. Yung tamang wattage, kung anong dapat magamit, and a lot of things. No? Kaya yung energy audit program namin, we encourage companies to have our assistant. Kasi there's a team, energy audit team, na
So
pwede
I'll avail of that.
Yes, yes.
Kasi yung sa opisina namin, mga 150,000 a month ang kuryente. If we can reduce it by 10-20%, laking savings nun.
For every year, meron kaming naalat na 20 companies and we're offering the services for free.
Okay.
Parang makatulong tayo na makabawas. Kahit nga yung House of Representatives na building, in-audit na yon ng team ng DOST.
What did they find? What did they find?
Meron silang mga recommendations kung alin ang pwedeng mabago, mabawasan.
One of the things, for example, in my own operations and in my own house, pinapalitan ko dahan-dahan yung old electrical appliances. Kasi for air conditioning, for example, yung luma versus yung bago, yung mga bagong design, 30% kaagad ng tipid. Yung refrigerator ko sa kitchen, dati 2-door. Yabang ko. Yung misis ko mahilig na magyabang dun sa ref na malaki. Yung pala, yung auto defrost. Katakot-takot ang kuryente dahil may heater pa para mag-auto defrost. So, pinalitan namin ng mali. I suppose that's what the audit team does.
Yes. No? In fact, sa ngayon, lahat halos ng tinulungan namin na companies, sinasubject namin for an energy audit.
Okay.
Para makabawas sa kanilang expenses.
Ang isang kailangan padalan nyo ng energy audit is yung fire station ng Makati. May kalahating milyon ba o 500 milyong utang sa kuryente.
Sige, not unless they
request.
we
will recommend to
libre naman yun
nice.
We only want to help. Pero yung sa electronics, yung binanggit ko kanina, ang gusto mangyari ng Secretary is to see the need of the electronic industry in the country right now. Kasi kung titingnan mo, siguro mga 30 billion ng exports can be attributed
microchips and so on
to the electronics industry. Pero tingnan mo naman, sino yung pinakamataas ang importation, sila din yon. So ang aming idea is if we can localize some of the raw materials ng ginagamit ng electronic sector, di ba malaking bawas yun?
That's right.
So we'd like to meet some of the potential producers nitong mga raw mat ng electronic sector. And tingnan natin kung paano natin sila matutulungan to produce, yung quality ng raw materials na kailangan nila and even the cost. So right now we don't know yet how really we can help these potential producers of raw materials ng electronic sector.
Yung ICT is Information Communication Technology.
Isa din yung grupo na pinapatingnan
Ito bago din ito o dati bago din yan?
Dati na meron kaming relation with them, but right now hindi sila included sa setup. Yung banner program ng DOST, itong Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. Maganda kasi ito kasi ang assistance namin that will include acquisition of technology or equipment. We can buy it for them. Pero siyempre hindi libre yon. They pay, they return to us. the money that we use to purchase the technology or the equipment. Pero it's an interest-free arrangement.
Okay.
Para lang medyo makatulong kami na ma-improve yung kanilang productivity and efficiency.
There's this idea of a Filipino iPad, di ba?
Okay.
That would be interesting, especially we have how many students in our public schools, no? How many teachers? Kung hindi estudyantes, teachers at least. I think very basic na ang mga formats nitong mga to. Pangbasa lang, kahit walang internet. Pangbasa, e-books and so on. That's an idea, di ba? I know there are Filipinos trying to do that already. No?
DOST is embarking on
okay.
that. Pero hindi ko pa alam yung situation. Isa ito sa mga isang klase ng project na tinututukan ni Secretary
okay.
with another agency of DOST. So hopefully medyo mailabas na rin yun sa market.
Before I go on, again, patalon-talon ako dahil yung mga pumapasok sa isip ko. Yung monorail project, kumustang ano? Kasi nababalitaan sa UP, maglalagay ng isa. In fact, it has run already or nag-trial run na. And I saw your unit in the DOSC compound. What's the status there sa monorail?
Hindi kita ma-update noon kasi hindi ako involved.
Under which offices? Not naman. Kasi
meron kaming isang assistant secretary na talagang yun yung pinapatutukan ni secretary, si Assistant Secretary Dizon. So right now may meeting nga sila at sana nga naka-join ako dahil merong portion yung compound ng DOST na pwedeng masagasaan ng monorail.
Okay.
And right now, ako yung in charge sa greening program ng DOST also.
So maybe you can help us arrange future interviews with those particular
yes.
projects, no? Kasi I think the public is very excited about it, ano? Anyway, itong setup, Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading, you have a brochure here, and let's see, yan, ano? It explains industry sector. So these are the traditional that you have.
Yes.
Food processing, furniture, and so on. No? So,
yan ang binanggit ko kanina sa iyo na natutuwa ako kay Secretary at dinagdag niya yung electronics. Sector.
When you say but yung pharmaceutical, new ba yan? Or,
bago yan.
Bago din yan. Ano? So, naidagdag din yan. And the information communication technology. Sa information communication technology, meron ba kayong of course, the field of cell phones and
Yes. Tinitingnan namin kung ano yung mga pwede namin pasukan na type of training or probably kung ano pang assistance na kailangan ng mga companies natin na nasa ICT sector. We have just started.
Okay. I noticed some of your products. This is from Water Lily.
Yeah. Oo.
So, kung marami pang, ano pang ibang mga produkto sa Water Lily? I mentioned earlier yung makina nyo to grind up, no? And when I was there, nakabisita ako doon sa minimix o kinocombine yung mga manure or chicken manure and so on. At saka Water Lily, ground up Water Lily.
Part yan ng integrated approach na sabi ko sa iyo kanina na ginagawa ng Pishard.
Pishard
so, lahat halos ng parte ng Water Lily magagamit. So,
and in that project that I saw, they were trying to determine the right mix between manure and Water Lily material to produce methane para mag-produce ng methane gas, panluto, pang-init, yung apoy, no? Apoy. So,
actually, right now...
Yung mga bugs, Water Lily ba yan?
Oo, Water Lily. Itong isa, pandan tong isa. The rest are Water Lily.
Ito, Water Lily.
Dinagdag ko lang yung mga community-based projects na tinutulungan ng DOST.
Meron na ba tayong tela galing sa Water Lily? I know you're doing the experiment.
Nag-experiment pa sila.
Although,
kung nakita mo, minsan yung may produkto yung tagig for that particular
kasi matibay ang fiber ng Water Lily.
Yes, yung fiber ng Water Lily.
And of course, the other products there are wines and foodstuffs, coffee, chocolate, fruit juices.
Pero if you notice, ang Water Lily is not only in Taguig, no? It's all over Metro Manila.
Yung problema nun sa Mindanao ba yun? Yung
Yes,
in Laguna de Bay, I used to have some fishing enterprises there.
Mabilis kasi siyang mag-grow.
Very, very
And
fast.
I was telling our friends from Taguig, sabi ko, kung merong may pinakamagandang quality ng Water Lily, kayo eh. But kung mas polluted yung area, mas malalaki yung growth ng water lily.
Ang isang napakalaking problema at napakalaking budget ang mga gobyerno at even private sector is basura. And one of the concentrations of basura are the markets. Kaya one of the first things I went to see is the bioreactor.
We have one in, although sa ngayon, medyo magkakaroon kami ng, tapos na yung aming kontrata, but if you visit Alabang, nagkaroon kami, hanggang ngayon, nandun pa naman yung bioreactor, and it's doing well. Pero yung bioreactor na nasa Alabang Market ay pag-aari ng DOST.
Okay.
Na talagang sinushow-case namin. And it has been visited by many visitors from LGUs.
Do you recall kung anong reduction of the waste once it goes through the bioreactor? Di ba? Kung 1 tonelada, pag ginamit ang bioreactor, ma-reduce yung waste, no?
No,
Tapos,
it's not actually na-reduce but it's more on, it's being converted into a organic, useful compost. Sa ngayon, ang Alabang meron na silang 1 ton capacity na ginawa nila. No? So kung matutulungan nga, kung ang ating mga LGU mag-a-adapt noon, makakatulong yun sa compliance nila ng Republic Act 9003.
Pero yung iba ayaw ata dahil yung hauling budget mawawala sa kanila.
Hindi ko alam yun Pero right now, in-encourage namin, yung huling-huling adapter natin ang Pasay City. And hopefully, matuloy na yun.
Matuloy na yun, oo.
Tapos na kaming mag-MOA signing for that particular project.
Ilan ng markets? Isa lang unit yun, pero I'm sure they have several markets, no? So pilot project yan. Sa Pasay siguro.
Sa Pasay, we have one.
One
and
unit
then
lang.
We have
Alabang,
one in,
you have one.
We have one in Alabang, in Marikina. Maganda yung sa Marikina, no? Malaki. Malaki siya. And they've been maintaining that.
For how many years now? Years na ba?
Years na.
Years
Time
na.
pa to ni
Bayani Fernando?
Bayani Fernando.
That would be
Tapos
interesting to visit.
dumating din yung wife niya. Pinuntinyo. And even the present mayor, si Mayor Del, tinuloy din niya yan.
Sa energy, meron ba kayong energy sector, let's say solar and wind? Because that would be interesting right now with the electricity from the regular sources getting so expensive. At saka yung mga nasa bukid na malayo sa main
Depende
transmission line.
kasi sa wind velocity.
Oo.
I am sure P-Shared. If you want, we can ask the head of
I
P-Shared
featured
to-
here yung I frequently have discussions on energy and electricity. Unang-una kritiko ako ng Meralco at Energy Regulatory Commission and seems everybody is criticizing them. But I've also been looking for the alternatives. I featured a Thai mini hydro power plant here, no? 1 kilowatt lang para sa isang sariling bahay, ano? During Marcos's time, I remember there were 10,000 units imported from China of mini hydro na nabulok lang. But that's an area where DOST can help sa energizing the countryside, lalo-lalo na.
Renewable energy natin.
Tapos, ideas din para sa inyo na nasa isip ko. Yung office building ko na maliit, gustong-gusto ko sanang ma-reduce ang electricity cost, lalo na air conditioning. May nakikita akong ilang building na talagang covered ng greens. I wonder if you have assistance there or you have horticulture. So baka may marunong dyan na kung anong plant para nakalawit sa mga pader and so on, para panlamig
Pwede mo naman yun ipa-identify. Kasi like for instance, ang UP Los Baños, they can help. Yung mga hydrocarbon plants natin, they can.
And then, you have siguro mga rooftop gardening
Meron
projects,
kami.
no?
Yung aming urban hydroponics.
Yun, hydroponics. Oo. And how successful? Mabubuhay ba ang isang pamilya sa hydroponics? Yung
Depende.
kanilang pangangailangan
Depende
sa
siguro
kamatis,
yes,
yung mga
yes,
ganyan, di ba?
Pinopromote namin yan sa Metro Manila. In
Oh.
fact, kung makakabisita ka sa may gawin ng Marikina,
Okay.
yung ating mga senior citizens doon, medyo successful sila dyan sa hydroponics project.
Dahil matyaga sila at may oras sila.
Matyaga, may oras. At alam nilang i-handle yung kanilang financial resources. Nakakatuwa nga silang tingnan And sa ngayon, tinitingnan namin yung market nila na penetrate na nila yung ibang institutional buyer. No?
Sana isang araw madala natin ang crew natin sa GNN to shoot some of these projects of yours. That would be interesting.
In fact, I can invite you, no? Kasi this coming November, we have the road show.
Okay, November. Saan yan? Roadshow ng...
This is all over Metro Manila.
Okay.
And bigyan namin kayo ng invitation. You can join us.
Okay.
Every year, ginagawa namin to for the last 3 years. We bring the members of the media para kunan ninyo yung mga natulungan ng DOST. No, the idea is to show to our people where the money goes. So, mula doon sa setup-assisted projects, doon sa mga community-based projects, at iba-iba pang natulungan ng DOST, dinadalo namin yon. So, maganda yun, no?
Ang isa sanang matulungan nyo diyan sa mga urban agriculture, yung mga urban poor. They're the ones who really need additional nutrition, and maybe that could help. I know yung iba-ibang government departments have these programs na yung gulong pagtatamnan, yung drum pagtatamnan, and so on. But I don't know what the thrust of DOST is.
We go for the hydroponics.
Hydroponics talaga.
Pero ang target namin sa hydroponics, hindi lang pagkain nila eh. If they can really go into business, like sabi ko nga sa'yo, yung sa Marikina, kaya nila yun eh. Kaya din yun ng iba. And we also have one in Pasay, isang grupo din to eh, parang foundation. Na tinutulungan din ng Pasay City government. So, nagtanim sila doon sa ibabaw ng isang building.
Oo, kaya nga eh. So, hydroponics is the use of liquid. medium. Walang lupa,
Pinopromote din namin yun sa mga nasa condo eh.
Oo.
Kasi, kunwari, pwede mong itulak yung lalagyan mo, yung patungan
may tray
mo.
Siya,
kung dito yung sunshine, tulak mo doon. Mamaya dito sa kabila. So, kung ikaw lang talaga medyo marunong at you can be very innovative, pwede yung supply mo ng gulay, pwedeng nandun sa hydroponics.
Very interesting. At science talaga can help alleviate many of the dire problems of the Filipino citizens, di ba? Oo. Okay, we're nearing our end. Ano bang ibang kailangang i-highlight natin sa mga programs niyo ng NCR?
So sana imbitahan yung mga kasama natin, yung mga kung they're interested. For those na tingnan yung ating Regional Inventions Contest. So yung mga, lalo na yung schools na hindi nakapagpadala ng entries, kasi yung iba hindi nila naabot yung deadline. Although this year natutuwa ako kasi last year we have only 85 entries. For this year we have 153. So for those schools na hindi naka-join, maybe they can visit TUP on September 21 to 23.
TUP is Technological
University of the Philippines.
Sa
may San Marcelino.
Anong petsa ulit?
21 to 23.
Ano yung buwan? September?
September
21 to
23. Maganda rin yung bisitahin, lalo ng mga estudyante, para makita nila how is it. Actually, yung ating regional invention is a convergence ng mga professional inventors and the young inventors like the students, pati high school and college level.
Nababasa ko nga na merong mga gumagawa ng robots na sa mga estudyante natin, yung mga basic.
Itong ganitong activity, maganda siya eh, parang makita ng mga kabataan. Para kung maano natin sila maengganyo to inspire them. So, hindi lang puro kabataan ang nandun din ating mga professional inventors.
Okay, and I used to dream of being an inventor, no? Pero mukhang hindi madaling vocation 'yun eh.
Hindi talaga kasi dapat may basis ka doon sa ginagawa mo.
Hey, one of the interesting things that maybe DOST can consider, especially ang NCR, no, is yung assisting parties, especially food companies, convert their used oil into fuel. Meron na ba kayo dyan?
Actually, kailangan namin ng used oil, no? Especially, meron kami mga projects na, like yung ating densifier.
Densifier?
Densifier. Yung nagtutunaw siya ng plastic and then you convert that into a more useful form. Pwedeng tabletops,
may nakita ko, mga pang-poste ng bakod, Anong mga plastics ang pwede dyan?
Dati kasi yan, tinatapon lang eh. Nung malaon, hinihingi namin. Yun naman lang, binibentahan na rin yung
Binibenta.
mga
Anong mga
adapter
plastics?
natin,
Styrofoam cups, hindi kasama dyan.
styrofoam
Kasama
cups,
dyan.
yung mga Sando plastics.
Yung plastic bag.
Kasi tinutunaw yun using the densifier.
So then sinashape na lang.
May mga molde yan.
Oo.
If you can see, yung last year na roadshow namin, dinala namin ng media sa Payatas. It's in Payatas right now.
Okay. So may densifier project kayo doon.
Sa Payatas.
Bakit pinoproblema nila yung mga plastic kung may uses na yan? It's just a question of organizing the
Yes.
the enterprises, the social enterprise. Oo. Okay. So we have 1 minute to our end, Miss Tess Fortuna, and it's very exciting to hear about these things. But is the media helping enough? Kasi baka kulang ang atensyon na and educational institutions. Talagang kung sabihin natin yung mga entertainment programs, itabi natin sa science program, matatalo pang science program. How can we make it even more interesting?
Mas alam niyo sa media, Pero kami naman, nakita namin kung paano kami tulungan ng media. At sa akin nga, ilan yung mga cellphone numbers ng tao sa media. And they were just asking me, text nyo kami, ma'am, kung meron kailangang tulong sa amin. Nandiyan naman sila talaga. Kaya lang, sabi nga natin, minsan mahirap mainganyo kasi iba yung sa science. But right now, pansinin mo at mukhang medyo yung awareness ng tao about the application of science and technology tumaas na kesa noong mga nakakaraan nating panahon.
Merong party list, di ba, na Agham ang pangalan, na nakakatulong ba?
Naman.
Nagkakatulungan ba kayo?
Si Congressman Angelo Palmones.
That's right. Kamusta naman?
Very supportive naman siya sa DOST.
Okay. So your final message to our public in this period of your, this is Science and Technology Month, di ba?
Yes. Hindi na ngayon. But
Natapos
this is last July yon.
July.
Well, yung kanina, yung mga nabanggit kong programa namin, like yung setup, I would appreciate kung sana marami tayong kabayan nakikinig, lalo na yung mga MSMEs, yung mga nasa industry sector. You can approach us at tingnan ninyo baka sakaling makakatulong ang Department of Science and Technology. And we can easily be contacted, na meron tayong website, ncr@dost.gov.ph. Meron kaming direct line, we have 837-3162. Tumawag lang po sa opisina namin at makipag-set ng appointment para nang pagpunta ninyo sa amin ay may mga tao talaga na makaka-attend sa inyong needs.
Okay, with that, maraming salamat for taking time out to join us here.
Thank you, Ben.
Madam, hanggang sa susunod at yung ibang mga colleagues nyo, because there are so many interesting topics we have to cover. With that, I think we've tried to give you some tips on how to avail of the support of the Department of Science and Technology, and as we have seen, there are a lot of promises to be availed of. So with that, maraming salamat for this week, and next week we'll have another very interesting episode. Have a good weekend.